Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss the topic conservation of momentum. The discussion is going to be strictly according to syllabus or NCERT syllabus of class 9th, and I want to keep the discussion as simple as possible so that each one of you can easily understand. So let's start the discussion with the most basic thing, that is, what is momentum? Momentum is defined as product of mass and velocity. Product of mass and velocity. Suppose there is a mass, say there is a mass object. Okay, this is an object. So this is my object. Having, say, you can take any object. Having mass m is moving with velocity v as shown in the arrow. The direction of motion is shown by the arrow. So mass m moving with velocity v. So what is the momentum of this mass? The momentum of this mass is m into v. Momentum is represented by the letter p. Momentum is represented by letter p. So p is equal to mv is the mathematical expression for momentum. Mathematical expression for momentum, where remember p is vector quantity, momentum is vector quantity, velocity is also vector quantity. Any body you take, its mass multiplied with velocity will give the momentum. So what is the SI unit of momentum? SI unit of momentum is, what is SI unit of mass? kg. What is SI unit of velocity? Meter per second. So SI unit of momentum is kg meter per second. Now, where do you find this momentum? Where do you find this word momentum? This momentum comes from the statement of second law of motion, correct? What is second law of motion? The rate of change of momentum is directly proportional to unbalanced force. Second law of motion. Second law of motion. What is second law of motion? The rate of change of momentum. Let me write it. Rate of change of momentum. So the word momentum, the rate of change of momentum is directly proportional to unbalanced force. Unbalanced force I am using the letter F. So the rate of change of momentum is directly proportional to unbalanced force F. Okay. Let's take one case here. Suppose there is a mass. There is a body of mass m, and this body is moving with velocity u. Okay, there is a mass m, body with mass m, and it's moving with velocity u. Now, a force F has been applied on the mass. Force F has been applied on the mass for time t, and this led to change in velocity v. This led to change in velocity v. This led to change in velocity v. Body of mass m moving with velocity u. Force F has been applied for time t. Hence, the velocity has changed to from u to v. So before application of force, what is the momentum? I am representing the word momentum. Okay, before force is applied, that is initial momentum. That is initial momentum. Pi, representing it by pi. So what is the value of pi? Mass into velocity. But which velocity? Before application of force, u, mu. Okay. So after application of force, after, what would be the momentum? Let me write it as Pf. Pf means final momentum. Final momentum. So final momentum means what? Mass into velocity. Which velocity? Mass into final velocity, mu. So Pi is equal to mu, initial momentum. Pf is equal to final momentum, mv. Clear? Before and after application of force. Before and after application of force. Now see the statement of second law of motion. What is the statement of second law of motion? The rate of change of momentum, correct, is directly proportional to force. F proportional to rate of change of momentum. What is change of momentum? Let's see that first. Change of momentum means final momentum minus initial momentum. Final momentum minus initial momentum, correct? So what is Pf? Mv. Pf is Mv. What is Pi? Mu. Right? So change in momentum is Mv minus Mu. Now is it change of momentum? No. Rate of change of momentum. What do you mean by rate? Rate means time taken. Change in momentum by time taken. What is the time taken? Time taken is the time for which the force has been applied on the body. Mv minus Mu by T. So force is proportional to Mv minus Mu by T. See that? If I remove the proportionality sign, I'll have to write a proportionality constant. So Mv minus Mu by T. How are you writing all these things? These all things came from second law of motion. All these things came from second law of motion. If this proportionality constant K is equal to 1, so force becomes F is equal to Mv minus Mu by T. For a body of mass M, if force is applied for time T, then the value of force is equal to Mv minus Mu by time taken. Keep this in mind, this came from second law of motion. So what after second law of motion, what do we have? We have third law of motion. What is third law of motion? Third law of motion states that for every action there is equal and opposite reaction. For every action there is equal and opposite reaction. Let me write that for you. Third law of motion. Third law of motion. Third law of motion states what? For every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. Equal and opposite reaction. And you have to remember that this action and reaction do not take place on the same body. Action and reaction takes place on different bodies. That you have to remember. So what is the third law of motion? For every action there is equal and opposite reaction. Every action there is equal and opposite reaction. And action and reaction takes place on two different bodies. So what are our main words? Action, reaction. Action, reaction are our main words. They are equal and opposite. So let's take one case and clearly understand what is this. So the case is like this. Suppose we have two masses, mass A and mass B. Mass A, mass B. Mass A and mass A is having a value MA and mass of B is having value MB. A is moving in this direction with the velocity UA. B is also moving in the same direction with velocity UB. Okay? There is no need to take the both masses in the same direction. If you want, you can take in the opposite directions also. Only what is going to change? The direction of motion is going to change. Rest of the expression is going to remain same. So there are two masses, one is A, B. A having mass ma, moving with velocity ua. B is having mass mb, moving with velocity ub. Okay, and after some time, what happened? These two masses collided with each other. See, so this is the scene of collision. This is the scene of collision. A, B. Okay, so they collided with each other. They collided with each other. They remained in contact for time t. They remained in contact for time t. Okay, so both, you may ask, if both bodies are moving in the same direction, how they can meet each other, right? It is possible if UA is greater than UB. If UA is greater than UB, that is UA is moving with more velocity in the same direction as UB, then A can collide with B. And during the collision, they are in contact for time t. So what happens in this collision? What is going to happen in this collision? In this collision, see what will happen. A will exert some force on B. A will exert some force on B, right? A is going to exert some force on B. Let me call that force as FBA. What is that force called? FBA. Force on B due to A. Force on B due to A. FBA. So this A is applying some force on B, then B will B remain quiet? No, B will also apply some force. That force I am calling it as FAB, force on A due to B. FBA, force on B due to A. FAB, force on A due to B. Now see the directions. If A applies force on B in this direction, B is applying in the opposite direction. Okay, is applying in the opposite direction. From third law of motion, for every action there is equal and opposite reaction. Okay, suppose this is you and this is your friend. You have bet your friend that your friend is going to beat you. Okay, if you have bet your friend is going to beat you. If you have applied force of FBA on your friend is going to apply equal and opposite force. Okay, you beating your friend is action, your friend beating you is reaction. So F applying force on B is action. The force applied by B on A is reaction. If FBA is 0, then FAB is also going to be 0. If FBA is going to be 0, FAB is going to be also going to be 0. If FBA is absent, FAB is also going to be absent. So reaction is going to be present only if the action is present. So from Newton's third law, what we can write? From Newton's third law, what we can write? We can write force FBA, force on B due to A, is equal to force on A due to B, but in opposite direction. So this is the expression we are going to get from third law of motion. Clear? Expression in third law of motion. Now, if we consider these bodies as a system, in the system only two bodies are present and only two bodies are applying force on each other. No other particle is having any impact on this condition. Then we can call it as what? A system of particles. We can call it as a system of particles. So in this system of particles, in this system there are only two particles and no other quantity is present, no other mass is present which is applying any force, any kind of force on this. So this we can take it as a system of particles, right? Now you tell me one thing, if FBA, force applied on B because of A, when force is applied and that to unbalanced force, okay, and that to unbalanced force, is there going to be any rate of change of momentum? Yes, surely. So rate of change of momentum is going to be on B, force on B due to A. Is there going to be any rate of change of momentum on A? Yes, because B is also applying a force on A. So action is taking place on B, reaction is taking place on A. Action is done by A, reaction is done by B. So remember, action and reaction will not take place on the same body. Action and reaction will take place on different bodies. So this force is on B, this force is on A. So because of the force, what happens, there is rate of change of momentum from second law, right? So can I write this as this force is applied on B? Can I write this as MBVB minus MBUB by time taken, okay, time of collision. Clear? Can I write this? MBVB minus MBUB. What you might be thinking, what is VB? So after collision, the velocity of B has become VB. After collision, the velocity of A has become VA. Clear? So let me draw the condition of after collision here. A, B. So after collision, A is moving with VA velocity. A is moving with VA velocity and B is moving with VB velocity. Okay, again I have taken in the same direction. Again I have taken it in the same direction. So force on B is what? Is equal to rate of change of momentum MB, it's on B, right? Mass will be MB minus velocity of final velocity of B, VB minus MB UB by T is equal to minus of what? Force on A. So there will be change on A. So what is the change on A? Change on A is going to be what? Rate of change of momentum in A. Mass is MA, final velocity is VA minus mass is MA, initial velocity UA by time taken. So time taken, T is the time of contact during the collision, the time for which they have applied force and reaction, action and reaction on each other. The time is going to be same on both sides. So how can I write this? I can write this as MBVB minus MBUB is equal to, minus goes there, minus MAVA plus minus plus MAUA. So this is the expression we have. This is the expression we have. So let me write it that here. So MBVB minus MBUB is equal to minus MAVA plus MAUA. Now here, if I move this term, okay, let me write the term again, else you will be confused. MBVB minus MBUB. I am writing the same expression, okay. I am writing this same. MBVB minus MBUB minus MAVA plus MAUA. Now what I am doing is, see carefully, I am taking this term to the other side. I am taking this term to the other side of the equal to, and I am taking this term to this side. Okay. So let's see here what expression we'll get. So what expression we are going to get? Let's see. So MBVB minus MAVA, okay, minus MAVA comes to this side, then it will become plus MAVA is equal to what we have here, MAUA, what we have here, MAUA minus MBUB goes that side, then it will become plus MBUB, correct? Now clearly see this expression. So this is very, very, very important. What is this expression? What is the meaning of this expression? So we took a system of particles, system having two particles A and B. What is this MBVB? this is a final velocity of B. Let me write it as FB, final velocity of B, final momentum of B. And what is this? MAVA. This is final momentum of A is equal to, what is MAUA? This is initial momentum of A. What is MBUB? Initial momentum of B. Clear? So what is this? This side which we have on the left side is nothing but total final momentum. Total final momentum. What do you have on the right hand side? Total initial momentum. Total initial momentum. See here, the momentum before collision, this side, this is momentum after collision. So total momentum of the system has remained constant. The total momentum of system has remained constant, and we'll call this as conservation of momentum, and we'll call this as conservation of momentum. See here, total final momentum has been equal to total initial momentum. We'll say it as momentum is conserved. Momentum is conserved. We'll say it. Hence, our topic, conservation of momentum. I hope it's clear. If you have any doubts, write it in the comment section. I'll surely help. Thank you.